got an iron on so I can say hello. Hello, Sam. Exploring the afterlife.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
She's off again, that Alexa. So as the title suggests, profiling, profiling proven demons. Well, obviously it's got to get back to him somehow, which I hope it does. Because like he's not a liar. He's never done anything wrong to anybody. Hello, Margaret. Um, Somebody wrote a comment saying, like, because I've got a, a few, I wrote only a few, but it's immaterial that I've got a couple of new followers. And they said to me, Simon, you should tell them why you shout these people out. Because, like, many people don't know why I do it. And I do it because, like, many years ago, when I was still a little YouTuber, which I still am a little YouTuber, many years ago, I used to drink quite a lot and fall off my chair. Like Proving Demons says, yes, I did fall off my chair. I was drunk, but the reason I did it because, like, I used to watch a certain person and they were sobbing in the car saying, I'm homeless, I've got no money, it's Christmas time, and giving me this sad story. Because I was working at the time and I was earning good money. And I really felt sorry for the person, so I sent them money for an hotel room. And as many of you know, it turned out to be false. People kept telling me and saying, like, he does this all the time. He asks for money and he's always homeless. And I didn't want to believe it. But then I started getting more messages and more messages that he was already in the hotel before I gave him the money. So I started looking at his like videos, and I just started noticing different things. And I wanted my revenge. He's had me money, so I want my revenge. And how to rate a YouTuber is through the money. You can watch a YouTuber, that's all fine with me, but don't give them your money. Give it me. I could do with it. I don't mind being called all the names under the sun. I don't mind all the death threats if you're giving me money. It doesn't bother me. I've got your money. A few death threats and a few names calling, to get a decent wage to sit here and slack people off. Yes, you can send me all your death threats and just give me your money. But you see, these YouTubers, that's how they get you. Oh, they're bullying me. Oh, what? I don't do anything wrong. So I made a video of Proving Demons. And I thought, like, well, this is a bit like profiling him, isn't it? This is like profiling. You look at these videos of the things he says, and then it gives you an insight into his mind. So it's a bit like profile. It's a bit like the FBI. GF, the FBI stories. But this is why I do it, because I don't like people taking other people's money. Because some of these people are vulnerable. And they're giving them. It's like these scammers, Indian scammers, where they take people for the last penny. Some of these YouTubers do it, and they don't care. They don't care if you're down in the dumps or whatever, as long as they've got your money. And there's a few YouTubers that do that. And then when you call them out, they say, oh, I'm being bullied, or it's not right. And I'm sorry to say it, but Cleveland Demons is just a. I don't want to insult him, you know, but like, fly. Yeah, I don't really want to insult him because he just goes back to his followers and says, look, there you go, he's insulting me. The old man who's a pisshead. You know, he'll start crying again. So, but like, some of the, let me have a look. So I'll share my screen. Access screen. So can I change that round to? I don't know if I can do that. That puts me on that side. That puts me on. That just gives me the camera. Oh, I don't know. So anyway, here we go, look. So he can't copy strike me. Well, he couldn't anyway because like he's deleted his video because he makes. It's what he does. He knows he can come on a Saturday or a Friday, and he does it most weekends, and he knows there's a certain amount of people that send him money. So he comes on every Saturday or maybe Friday or maybe a Sunday, and he'll go live because he wants their money. You know.
Spam Jim Drew, because we're gonna fucking pull off a naked pizza party together. It's gonna be brilliant.
Now, a naked pizza party. Did he say naked or?
Anyway, everyone spam Jim Drew. We're gonna fucking pull off a naked pizza party together. It's gonna be brilliant. To be fair, he took it. You know, the irony is, and no one knows this. He took my.
Right, nobody knows this, right? The irony is, nobody knows this. That naked pizza party is on about. Poor Andrew, he likes to do a bit of a girlfriend swapping because he's not married, is he? But he's a bit of a swinger. And I think he swings both ways, you know, either to men or to women because of the things that he comes out with. You know, so like, listen to this.
His pants off the other day when I was up to show me his new tattoo. Fucking dude's packing. He's packing better than me.
See, nobody knows that. Well, you all know it now, don't we, Andrew? Because you just told us. This guy is packing. What are you doing looking at a bloke's dodger? You know, I'm going to tear me anyway. You know, I don't want to have a look at your dodger. I don't mind looking at your tattoo, but I'm not looking at your dodger, you know. And then, like, you can't watch this video because it's deleted. But he kept saying all through the video, send me your dick pictures. And then he went, no, I'm only joking. He says, send me your dick pictures. No, I'm only joking. Are you joking, Andrew? You know, we found out that you're a bit of a swinger. You know, you can swing both ways. It's got nothing to do with me. You like homosexual, bisexual, transsexual. You know, good on you, mate. Good on you. But this is what you're telling us. You know, if we listen to you again, this is what you're telling us.
Anyway, everyone spam Jim Drew because we're gonna fucking pull a naked pizza party together. It's gonna be brilliant. To be fair, he took it. You know, the irony is, and no one knows this, he took his pants off the other day when I was up north to show me his new tattoo. Fucking dude's packing. He's packing better than me. Fucking Wilbur's, herpes and AIDS and everything else. I'm gonna give it to you in time.
I don't want to, Andrew. I do not want Hey, I do not want herpes or AIDS or any other sexual transmitted disease. You know, why would you come out with a statement like that? Hey, have you had the herpes? I don't know. But why would you come out with a statement like that, Andrew? You know,
One day when we meet, I'll try
we're never going to meet, mate. We're never going to meet.
to give you the gift that keeps on giving.
No, I don't want your gift, mate. You keep your herpes and your sexual transmitted diseases to yourself, mate.
Yeah, man, no, I'm giving you a big ass thumbs up. You got that cool name. You got that fucking Dr. Evil Villain name. People should be terrified of it. Or, no, they shouldn't be terrified. They should respect the hustle and the fact that you got that name. You know, if I went around telling people I was Hans Christopherson, people.
You know? So YouTube is an hustle, you know, because it's on about this YouTuber's name. So YouTube is an hustle. And because this guy has got like a really cool name, he wants that name, and he thinks because he's got that name that you should give him your wallet and all your money. He's just said it there. We'll listen to it a bit more again.
Fact that you got that name, you know. If I went around and telling people I was Hans Christopherson, people would fucking shit. They just hand me their wallet. It's like, here's my money.
And there you go. So, you know, where you should give him your money. Now he doesn't realise what he's saying because obviously he's drinking in this video, and you don't think people are intelligent enough. This is what goes in his head. You know, like I say, it's like profiling. It's just an hustle to him. He's just telling this without him realising what he's telling us.
I also had my Instagram account restricted. I tried to steal a duck.
Now he's telling us as a thief. We know he's good at breaking into places, don't we? We know, we've seen it where he's put his hand through the cat flap. You know, I wouldn't have thought of doing that if the door was locked. Any of you lot would think of putting your hand through the cat flap and try to open the door. Now he's telling us he tried to steal a duck. Next he'll be telling us he was high on codeine.
I managed to pick it up, and it headbutted me when I follows my screen. You would have seen that. But yeah, no. To know what became of the bone found at the Christmas house, always wondered. Oh yeah, fucking, I solved that.
Now listen to his story, and then when he gets his ass broken into, his car smashed up, his window smashed, like he says. Listen to the story he's telling this.
Fucking ages ago. I did live streams and everything. That was one of the on me without telling me.
So he's trying to tell us that the guys that he was filming with planted that bone in that wall while he wasn't looking, and they didn't tell him.
It was the worst fucking thing to have ever happened, but somebody wanted to fuck me over so.
It was the worst thing that happened because you lost a lot of followers for it, didn't you, Andrew? Eh? And you wasn't doing too good anyway, was you?
So bad, and I was at the same house 4 or 5 nights in a row, live streaming every night, and somebody I knew trying to fuck me over. A friend planted a.
Don't we always hear this off YouTubers? Somebody tried to fuck me over, a friend, eh? I mean, that before we John 6 cents, they're fucking me over. You know, we're doing all this off John 6 cents. You know, this guy is just like John 6 cents, tells Jack and all his stories, and then like blames it on everybody else. The same as John 6 cents.
Human bone in the wall.
I'll tell you what, if I keep making videos on him, John 6 cents is going to go to it. Come on, proving demons, come and work with me. Can you imagine them two working together?
find it the next night because I was doing it night by night, and caught us off guard. And I called the police that night, and we tried to fucking sort it. And then they called the police right after we found it, funny enough, and told them we had planted it. And these are people I hadn't spoken to in well over a year, but they knew what had happened. So it got planted on us.
See, that don't make sense, does it? These are people I've not spoken to for over a year, but they're telling the police and whatever. Let's listen to it again, just so we can make sense of it.
And caught us off guard. And I called after we found it, funny enough. And
see, they called the police,
told them we had planted it. And these are people I hadn't spoken to in well over a year, but they knew what had happened. So it got planted on us. We called the cops, and then they called the cops on us. And
he had MI5 at his ass. MI5, the Secret Service of intelligence. You know, our Secret Service, the MI5, the MI6, you know, they came all the way from London to travel up to North to settle an argument about a phone in the wall with this idiot. Hey? So our taxes are being wasted on MI5 because of him. You know, the MI5 is so important, isn't he? You know, that's how he feels. I want to be important. I'm important. So, well, police are every day, but MI5 are not. So he likes to feel important. But it's not MI5 turned up.
House. Going, right, well, listen, you both need to fucking stop talking to each other, and we're going to chalk this up to some YouTube drama.
So, MI5 comes all the way up with blues and twos to his ass, because he just said ass, didn't he? And says, you two, I better stop arguing, because it's just you two drama. Is that right, Andrew?
And the next thing I know, I had fucking MI5 at my house going, right, well, listen, you both need to fucking stop talking to each other, and we're going to chalk this up to some YouTube drama. And we're not talking about this ever again.
I'm never paying my taxes again. MI5. Oh, I'm not paying my taxes again. I'm not paying towards this government to send MI5 to him for a bit of YouTube drama. I'm really upset now. I'm really upset. Oh, God.
And that was the end of that. If Barack Obama ever allows me back in the country again, fortunately, the U.S. government says Andrew's not allowed. That's how fucking hardcore I am. I'm not even allowed back in the...
See, self-importance again. That's how important I'm not allowed back in the country. The reason he's not allowed back in the country, because I did ask him this, and he did say it in his video, that he's got two passports. He's got a British passport and an American passport. And they won't let him in on his American passport unless he denounces it, because it needs to be renewed. It's run out. His American passport is run out. And they won't let him in to America on his British passport because he's an American. Don't ask me how it works, because I don't know.
The country that I'm citizen to, they will not let me back in at the moment until I denounce my citizenship, and then have a guarantor to ensure that I'm not going to fuck their country up.
See, he's not saying his passport's run out. You know, he's coming up with that. I'm important again, you know. They're not letting me in because I'm a big dude. I was in the Mexican cartel. Hey?
To think about, I just try not to think about it. And that was it. And I had to live with that. And I had to go through so much controversy. But this is a conversation I've been having a lot with people recently about in my position with so many people that watch me, I always have to deal with some bullshit one way or another, right? Whether it be somebody planting shit to try and fuck me over, my car getting arsoned last year, people trying to break into my house, people turning up to locations, getting swatted on locations. This is why you guys.
Right, we'll just stop it there, right? So he's talking about his car being on fire and his house broken into, and he has said he's had his window smashed. We've just heard him say about the bone in the wall, where he's thrown his fellow YouTubers under the bus and blaming them for the bone in the wall. Now, wouldn't these YouTubers want to get their own back at him? Could they be the ones responsible for smashing his windows or doing his carving? You know, because he's thrown them under the bus. You know, that's my logical thinking. You know, you've thrown them under the bus over the bone in the wall incident. You know, they want to get revenge. You know who they are, but you're not telling us the truth. You're just giving us the same old bullshit, Andrew. You know, I think people are not intelligent enough. And when we are intelligent enough, you come out with we're bullying you. And we're making false videos on you. Hey?
You guys remember when I used to do live ghost hunts, remember? I can't do that anymore. You ever wonder why I can't do that? Every time I go out and ghost hunt live, do a live stream while ghost hunting, I get swatted. Police turn up with assault rifles and dogs and arrest me.
See, there you go, it's self-importance again. You know, I'm big, I'm important. You know, not a normal police officer with a truncheon, fair cop, bang on the head, bosh, off you go, Andrew. No, they've got dogs, they've got assault rifles, not even a handgun. You know, they've got assault rifles. I'm surprised he never says, then the Bruiser 2s are going and everything else. But can you see how he feels like he wants to feel self-important? Hey? And these are all coming from his words of his videos, you know. And this is what I'm saying, like, people can pick all this up and profile you of everything and then pick out the bullshit.
And they go, oh, we heard that you've kidnapped someone and you're killing someone in here.
I think it's been watching too much of John Sixpence. He's been watching too much of John Sixpence videos.
It's like I can't even ghost hunt live anymore without somebody swatting me. And then I deal with a lot of other shit I'm not even going to go into. I deal with drama. I got channels out the ass who make videos about me constantly. I mean, fucking hell. You know what's even more annoying is fucking. I'm going to see what these. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm cool. Those messages. If somebody wants to approve white Indo.
See, it's just not there to see if anybody was slagging him off then, wasn't he? Hey? So like, he's got ammunition now. There you go. You see, look what they're doing to me. They're slagging me off. Oh, this is what he does. Hey? Fucking idiot.
And Gypsy, their messages are fine. What's more annoying is
you. More annoying is you with all the lies you come out with, you know, just to get the money. Like you said, it's just an hustle. And if you had a crazy name like this, they should be throwing wallets at you, you know, like some people do.
Haley went live on Sam's channel the other day to promote him. And somebody was posting, keep in mind, we had a car arson and a bunch of people tried to break into our house and have been wreaking havoc in our lives last year. She went live on Sam's channal. Someone was posting our address in the chat to troll us. Now, the thing is, I already know for a fact that would have been an actual friend of mine, because the only people who know where we live is four. There's only four people on YouTube that know where we live, right? At least that's how it used to be.
Well, I'll stop it there. So what he's saying is, this person went on another person's channel and was giving out Andrew's address. And it was one of one of 4 of his friends that he gave the address to. Right? Now, think about this logically. Right? In this video, which I should have put it in, it's got a woman sending him clothing. So he's still giving out his address. But like he's saying, if he's getting death threats and his car set alight, and it could have been his ex-girlfriend's, because he does say something about he's had a hassle from his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend or something. So he could have smashed the car and he could have smashed his windows in. There's all these possibilities what could have happened, but he doesn't tell the truth. So he's going here about these 4 people and about this person doxing his address, but he's still giving his address out because he's receiving clothes. It don't make sense.
Everyone else, family and friends, yeah, that's fine. They're not going to fucking dox me, are they? 4 people on this planet on YouTube know where we live, and someone went on a fake account and was spamming our address. And I know for a fact that one of those 4 people went and gave our address to somebody who doesn't like us, and it's trolling. It's bullshit. But the problem is they think it's funny. They think it's like, oh, look at them. Look at these PTSD motherfuckers. I'm going to put their address in the chat, even though I don't talk to them and they never talk about me and we don't do anything. I have nothing related to them. I just don't like them because they're on YouTube. I'm going to put...
Well, enough of that bollocks. Because that's all it is. It's a load of bollocks. Hey? Hey up, James. How you doing, mate? I'm all right, most haunted extreme. But that's what I'm saying, is that he is just delusional. He thinks he's somebody when he's actually nobody. And he pulls like small channels down and he says like, when you're successful like me, when you're successful like me. Right? The only way he got his success is
I know that somebody named Proving Demons, he made a Dybbuk box video, and he just go watch his video. You'll see what I'm talking about. And he is 100% legit. You can count on watching his videos. And he did it live too. And he said that ever since doing that, that a lot of bad luck has happened to him. So unless you want to have some bad luck in your life, please stay away from Dybbuk boxes.
You see, and that's Omar, eh? So that's how he got big. That's how he got his following. Because Omar shouted him out over that fake Dybbuk box. And Omar, gosh, is as fake as they come anyway. I absolutely... well, you don't have to hate him. I don't hate him. I think he's an idiot. I think he's delusional. I think he just thinks he's self-important, like I've proven. And he does it for the money, And I wouldn't say to people, stop watching him. What I would say is, let's see what he does when you don't give him the money. Let's see if he says, yes, I've got the top fans here, when they don't give him the money. Because like when he does his lives. I'm just checking now to see if he is live. Because he deletes them. He makes the lives and then he deletes them afterwards. So let's have a look. I haven't seen all the comments. I look forward to 8 PM on that Friday. Well, it's sometimes Saturday. Hi, Simon. Hi, Lindsay. Hey up, James. So you're not saying a lot. So there's 17 on, not saying anything, not commenting about what he says out. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm an absolute twat? You know, have I got a nice haircut? Because I've had my haircut today. And I've got my jacket out of retirement. You know, you can tell it's cold today, can't you? It's been pissing it down here all day. But don't you sound like John 6 cents at times? They all think that the important, you know, they're all leaving now. Well, they're not really talking about it. And it started to get a bit hot as well. You know, if you don't want to talk to me, talk to each other. Your hair looks lovely, darling. To be honest, he's been caught out one too many times for fake. Well, he has. But he said he hasn't. He has says he's never faked a thing. He didn't fake the bone in the wall because he threw the others under the bus, didn't he, in the video? He said it. You know. And the MI5 come, you know, all the way from London, Lindsay. All the way from London, the MI5. You know, you're paying your taxes, you know, for the MI5 to come from London with flashing lights all the way up to him, to sit in his house, to tell him to grow up, and it's just a bit of YouTube drama, eh? The National Intelligence Agency. What an absolute dope. So that's what I shout him out for. You know, he faked the Dybbuk box, people approved it, but he still denies it. He faked the bone in the wall and he still denies it, and he's thrown the others under the bus, saying it was them, it wasn't me. But I'll tell you what, he was genuine at one stage, he was genuine. And he tells all his followers that I hate him, I don't like him. You know, I've never said I hated him. I maybe dislike, I don't know him to dislike him. I dislike his videos because I don't think they're honest. Him as a person, I really don't know, so I can't say whether I like him or not. I wouldn't want to meet him to find out. That's as simple as that, but it doesn't mean to say I hate him. But like I says, because he thinks he's self-important, he has to say these things about haters and they want me dead and they want me this. He has to say it to make himself feel so important. Oh, God. I'm getting warm now. Now I've had a drink. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's better. Now I've had a drink, I'm getting to what? Well, if you don't want to talk to me, talk to each other so I can read your comments and I'll just join in with you. You know? Because it really does get rather boring just sitting here talking to myself. I can do that in that mirror. I might as well come on a Saturday night, sit in front of that mirror and talk to myself because nobody talks. It's so frustrating. You know, I'm giving you my time because I'm self-important, me. You know. Oh, might ever go back to my old days. Hi, Simon. How are you? See? Is that supposed to be how are you? C-U-N-T? Right? Say those calling me everyone. Hello, Jenny. Yeah, maybe I should just go to my old days where I just drink a bottle of bourbon and fall off my chair again. and let you all think I'm dead. Eh? Although that was in 2018, wasn't it? When I did that. And I'm still on the bourbon. Eh? From 2018, I'm still on the bourbon. What's that noise? So, this is what I love about YouTube, you see. It fluctuates. It goes up, it goes down, it could be elbow up. That's psoriasis. Got it on there and a bit here, look. And you can't see it on my fingers, but I've got it on my fingers, on my thumb. You can't, I don't know if you can see it. All over. No, let's not drink like that again. It was funny. You know, it was entertaining, not for me. It was entertaining for you lot. You know, it's better than ones that thought I was dead and then started. Well, the reason I'm coughing, I've been smoking again. I just wanted a fag today, so I bought a packet of fags. And then I've run out of my inhaler. In fact, that's what I'll do. I've got this one. It's not as good as the other one, but it'll do. Oh, look at that, I'm out of breath. So when I went to the kitchen, I'm out of breath. Oh, I've got to get my breath back. Mind, I went in town today as well. It should be a 10-minute walk. It took me 45 minutes. Mind, it was raining. It's, yeah, it has stopped now, yeah. Well, it's still 17 degrees. Tomorrow it's give out lightning, 18 degrees. So breathing demons, you would say, well, you have to go all the way to the beginning now to watch the videos. Gary, have you give up ghost hunting? That's an hard question. At the moment, yes, but no, I still want to go out. But like the places I want to do costs us money. I've got well, the money I've got in the bank at the moment's got to last me now. I've got about, I don't know if I should tell you how much I've got in the bank, but it's got to last me. So if I wanted to, I could spend £500 and do a ghost hunt, you know, but is it worth £500? I'm only a small YouTuber, like I've been told by all these big YouTubers that I slag off, that I'm only a little YouTuber. I get no ad revenue, I get no super chats, I get no PayPal donations or anything like that. You know, and £500 is a lot of money to go out ghost hunting. Because I don't want to break into buildings. I don't want to go into abandoned buildings. Well, funny you should say it though, Gary, because I'm just going to share my screen with you. I don't know where I saw it. These are all the files that I've, oh, here are these them? 2018. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Right, this one. This is with John Sixth Sense. When John Sixth Sense. So I was watching this earlier today, and I heard a few sounds. But Lindsay will tell you how much we paid to go on this one. I forget how much we paid. But you notice that light come on as you walk past there? See, they're very good for ghost hunting, these lights. They only come on with like when you walk past them, you know, motion detector lights, they come on. So like I say, that one come on as she walked there and it came on. But I was watching this video and I thought I'll just see if I can see any shadows in it, you know, just keep watching it and see if I can see any shadows. But I did hear a creepy breath and some like banging. So I don't know if you can hear it on this video. When it gets there, I'll shut up. And Lindsay's talking to the woman that owns it. But we did have a very good time there. And I did see some very things that was interesting to me. That makes me believe in spirit. I'd love one of them chairs just to fall over or move.
You know, it doesn't make no difference how many times it is still. Oh, hello. Hey, you're not supposed to.
And that's John Sixth Sense has gone in. Just come here. I don't even see that fly. I think that was a bug.
What, you film it, so you do it and then share it out? Yeah, that would be good. That's it, Joe, use your laptop. You could have filmed it while I was around.
Actually, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do any issue to what I'm stripping down.
You don't want to be spread, yeah.
Subtraction wants to say.
One of us, yeah.
Don't feel like
So you just film me on what she's saying and then you
Right. I don't think it's that one. Is it this one?
Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm just trying to log the various evidences. We can advertise yours on ours as well. No, on our page and on because we've got YouTube and Facebook, so we can share your link out to ours. And then
So you can notice on this one I've got no lights or nothing on it. I haven't put anything there. Look. No, I think I'm doing it now. Look.
No, but they're on Facebook. We're tiny compared to him, but yeah, he's such an amazing deal, you know. Right, I'll let you get off back up to the thing and sort your tea. Ready? Rest.
I look like a bloody ghost all in white. Well, not in white, I'm like. I think they're supposed to be blue jeans. See, these are the videos that I don't really. I don't put up because I don't think nothing's happened.
Biscuits, chocolate, millionaire bites, flapjacks, crisps, lamb guns, milk. Only bought 2 cups.
There you go, you see. If you're ever go ghost hunting, go with Lindsay and John because they bring all the snacks. Hey, you don't need anything to put all the snacks, the tea, the coffee, the lot.
Well, typical.
All the snacks. Yeah. Oh. I'm sure it's this one that I heard the noises like a breath. Where is he? So I should have cut it out. We'll start it here because it's just watching. There we go. For them not as headphones on, you'll probably hear it better than what I can. There's Lindsay, look. See, I do miss going out with them. Yeah, the toilets are supposed to be haunted as well. Now, if you're wondering why I'm panning round, it's because I'm feeling things like I feel something like it's sitting on that bench. So I'm waiting for orbs and stuff like that.
Can hear tapping already coming from over there.
But you can't hear it on the video, can you? You know, I could hear the tapping. And it was raining that night, and I went over to that door where the light is, where I'm walking over now. Look. I walked over to that door, and I could hear the rain. They say I'm walking now to that door, and then I put it down to the rain. And I think that's what you've got to do when you're an investigator. You just don't say, I can hear tapping. You've got to investigate where it's coming from.
That'll be all right, because I've been stairs now, I've seen it.
And I'm not sure if I do say it, that it's rain.
Not just expand, imagine 200 people in here and they're toilet.
Tapping going in that corner over there. But it's raining outside, and it sounds like a tap.
See, there you go, see? And I think that's what you've got to do when you're an investigator. Not just say I'm scared. And that's investigating. And like dreaming demons don't do that. Sixth Sense don't do that. You know, they say, oh, yeah, tapping, it's a ghost, it's a poltergeist. You know, you've got to go out and yeah, you do feel scared sometimes.
I'll just take you with me on the hill.
These talks are supposed to be haunted.
Imagine this club full, 300 people.
Yeah, 300 people, and then he got 2 urinals.
Imagine this.
Look, they've even left the beer in.
That's what we've got.
Somebody's left a Stella in there with a glass. Why I left it there like that, I do not know.
I think we're going to have to be careful because it's raining outside and I'm hearing like tapping. And I think it's raindrops hitting the wooden boards. So we'll have to be careful tonight. I'm alright. Drops hitting the wooden boards.
I've just gone back a bit because I just saw something. I want to make sure it was right, that I just saw something. There, did you see that?
I'm alright.
Let's go back again.
Be careful tonight.
Look. Nah. Did you see that weird thing going past the camera?
I think it's raindrops hitting the wooden boards. So we'll have to be careful tonight.
Watch, as I just turn round, it sneaks past me. Let that, you see it?
I'm alright.
Did you see that? That's the first time I've seen that. I'm gonna have to clip that out now. But that is the first time it was like a feathered orb, but it seemed to be about that long, and it looks just like down the bottom of the video a bit, and as it's panned around like that, you could just see it sneak along, you know. And I did catch quite a few things that I've never really looked at. Well, you give us where you can, Gary, where it's going to cost us nothing, and I'll go. But it's like Shy Ghost said, it's just real ghost hunting. You know, I've got like loads of videos that like, and I've still got them in my file somewhere. But I'm sure it's that video that I heard a growl, and I heard some like, it didn't sound footsteps. It sounded like tap, 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 tap. But then it was raining, you see. And I caught these. And then I think Lindsay come in the room and it stopped. Lindsay went out the room and it started again. And I thought that was strange.
It's time for bed.
Maybe for you, love. Maybe for you, but it ain't for me. But like, I really would like to go back there again and do it. Lindsay tried to book it, and apparently they won't have us again. But then somebody else did it. So, like, who doesn't like me? And because they don't like me, they decided they don't like Lindsay and John because they like me. That's just petty, that is, isn't it? You know, if you don't like me, that's fair enough. But don't bring John and Lindsay into it just because I'm friends with John and Lindsay. You know, don't say, well, I don't like John and Lindsay because of that idiot. You know, it's just pathetic. You know, Lindsay and John are three people they can talk to. If they wanted to be fans with Proving Demons, you know, I ain't going to fall out with them and say, I'm not talking to you again because you're fans with him. You know, it's got nothing to do with me, has it? You know, this is another reason why I don't like these YouTubers. You know, because like they make this shit up like that. Well, we'll have to arrange it. It's like I said, we wanted to go back to that fire station. The fire station, the police station in Sheffield. Oh, I'll have to go to the emergency boys' room in a minute. But I really do think that people that follow us like our ghost hunting. In fact, they just love Lindsay's laughter. Honestly, I think they miss your laughter, Lindsay. But I wanted to do Derby Ghouls, and I just find him rather expensive. You know, and then you find out maybe he lives in Derby or Derbyshire, and you think he's making all that money, you know, and he's just ripping people off. Because that's what I think these people do, they rip you off. But you can't slag them off, because when you do slag them off, they don't want you in their place, do they? You know, John Sixth Sense is not a real medium. I'm afraid, no, you can tell he's not a real. I think he's an extra large. You know, he's never been a medium. John Six says, if you look at all his old videos, he's never been a medium. But Gary, I believe that he believes he is a medium. You know, people like us can say, no, you're not a medium, John. But altogether, he thinks he is a medium. You know, we know we're not mediums, but we could be. But we just say we're not. But we could be. You know, it's like I say about schizophrenics. Are they mediums? They say they hear voices in their heads. Don't they? Schizophrenics always say, I can hear voices in the head. They tell me to do this and they tell me to do that. Could that be spirit? We don't know, do we? We just don't know. What's that, Lindsay? Just think, if you go 1,000 times, you own the place. Yeah. But I think I do think that they overprice it now. And that Unfifth Mansion, they don't just do ghost hunt there, because Lindsay will tell you, they told us they have modelling agencies, they have video shoots, you know, photography and all that. They go in there and do photo shoots and stuff. So they do make the money, apart from ghost hunting, they make it on other things. But I just think ghost hunting sells at the moment. And it's just an internet explosion, isn't it, where everybody can do it. You know, Lindsay will tell you that I'm no medium, but then I go into a building and I'll set up equipment where I think things are going to happen, and it actually does happen, like meters go off and stuff like that. But I put them there specifically because I felt that and there's other times I've done it and I've got absolutely nothing, and the activity's the other way around. But I do feel things sometimes. It's like when I was in the police station, it was all centered on this one spirit who was a prisoner, and he was a nasty prisoner, and everybody was like saying about this prisoner and that. And I set up my equipment and everything, and straight away it went off and that. And then, like, I've just got this impression that it wasn't a prisoner, that it was like either a police officer, jailer, who locks the prisoners in. I just got that impression when I was in there filming, that I wasn't picking up on what all these people were saying, that it was like he was a nasty prisoner and everything else. I just got this impression that it was this police run. I don't know why. Anyway, in the place I've got a refreshment area. And I met Lindsay in there, and I was just talking to Lindsay, and I said to Lindsay, you know, I've got the feeling, Lindsay, it's a police officer, like, or a jailer. And Lindsay said, funny you should say that. She said, the bloke that was giving us a tour round. Apparently was talking to Lindsay, and Lindsay's here, so she can say it's true or not. But he was telling her and a few others about the spirit of the policeman. But I never knew it. Lindsay never knew it, and all our team never knew it. But I picked it up. Does that make me a medium? It didn't say in the ear, I'm the police officer, I'm the jailer, I'm keeping these in check. It was just a feeling that I had that it was a police officer. There was no like talking in the ears and me saying, yes, his name was Jack, and he's from 1957 and he's been working there since like 1903. None of that. It was just a feeling that I got that it was just a police officer. And why I got the feeling was because what I did, I put these meters. Now, I put one in the jail cell where it was haunted. I put another one at the other jail door and another one at another jail door. And they all kept going off at different times as if he's walking up and down. And that's what made me think. I remember that, Simon. They give me an history and a few others so we could validate if I was picked up on it and you picked up on it in the cells. I did, but does that make me a medium? I don't think it does. It's like I said, I put a few equipment like where all the cells was, and I just got this this meter went off. Then the K2 meter went off in the other cell, and the other meter went off in the other cell. And then I just thought, hang on a minute. If that was a prisoner, he'd be banged up. He wouldn't be walking into all the cells. And that's what gave me the feeling that they're a police officer. I always say that. I always say we've got a sixth sense. And I've said it to Lindsay and John, that I have got this sixth sense where I just feel things and that. And I can't explain them. The only way I can explain it is that we have a sixth sense and our sixth sense picks it up. What's that? Yes, Gary. Simon can be when he wants, very tuned in. But I'm passionate about ghost hunting. And it puts me off when I watch John's Sixth Sense or Proving Demons and the rest of them. It makes a mockery of what I do. I'd like to put it on YouTube, but it just makes a mockery of it. And it does. But yeah, I'd like to go back out again. And I'd like to do and I can't say it, and Ansrith or Antrim Mansion again, and the fire station, because I think they've caught some very interesting things. Like tonight, the first time I've seen that video, and I've seen that I don't know what it is. I don't know if I can show it you again. Let me show my screen. So I don't know which one it was. Was it that one? Oh, look, it's playing up now. What's this one? This was another one I did with Lindsay and John. We didn't really catch a lot at all, but it was a good night. And it did give you that spooky feeling, you know. You could hear that bird in the background. But like,
Get out. Brick.
Simon, it's up on me then.
What did you say about that?
What is that second floor in a fireplace on the second floor?
Well, if chimneys are all this side, this might have been where all heating.
I'm not looking because if you look at that side,
you see, this is another thing that I'm like very observant, right? This abbey really dated back when brick was never invented, it was all stone. And looking at this fireplace, look, you can see the brickwork in it. And then if you have a look at the top where John's going on about, there's all brickwork up there. You know, so it's had a renovation at some point.
it looks like the surround of the fireplace and stones that go up.
Yeah.
And it gone over and down to the side.
Have you noticed anything unusual about it?
Well,
The brickwork.
yeah.
See what I mean? I pick it up straight away. You notice anything unusual about it? The brickwork. You know, it shouldn't have that brickwork in it. You know, and I'm very good at that. I'm very good at picking things out like that. You know, it shouldn't have that brickwork in it. It's been added later on. And I'm not an archaeologist, or I'm not an architect or anything like that. I just pick up. It just comes from a sixth sense.
Got brick in it.
Yeah, it won't have brick in it.
No.
So,
It's been replaced, hasn't it?
yeah.
I heard a few minutes ago,
And it's all very still.
Yeah, you look at it and it's all old stone, and then all of a sudden you have the brickwork in it.
Yeah, it's just been still.
Would have been a good stone.
And then like, you know, I'm just there because I just feel something around here. I didn't catch anything, but my senses were telling me there was something around here, and like, I couldn't catch anything.
Come back, you go over to the K2 meter and make it. Yeah. Stick figure and the K2 meter to go off.
And as you can see, there's a lot of bugs around and that.
You see it.
Back there.
This is another part of the building where John's doing the grid. Let me go to the toilet and I'll come back in a minute and find that video. I think this is it.
You leaving a still camera inside?
Well,
What?
See, I spent most of my time in this room because I was feeling something was here.
Well, what I might do, that's my kind of upstairs, but I don't like the corner over there. But if you have to try and show me how to
have you got an SD card in there? Right. I bought a nice little watch.
Hey, look, get in the other ones. Thank you. Oh, I've got a couple of cups, haven't you? Three. Thank you. You're all right with it. It's all right.
See, it's funny how you never catch out when the camera's still.
No battery in this yet, have you? How do I film on this then?
But I do feel them motion lights are very good.
It's only because I want to set it up somewhere.
I have one. I'll pay for it. That's fine.
It's night vision. You get night vision there, it's fake.
See, as John Six said, that we've got all the latest equipment, you know. Right, is it here?
Well, I don't know if it was a bit of dust. When Lindsay walked through that door, I caught something on the camera. I don't know if it was done all and all.
Well, there is dust, which does seem like it's like.
You see that? Oh, it was a light, look, it was a light. You see it?
Well, I've got the equipment all set up,
Look,
ready.
play it again, look.
Three other ones. Thank you. Oh, I've got a couple of cups, have you?
Look, it's a bit further up.
Thank you. No battery in this yet, have you?
No, I've got batteries in one battery.
I put them in chargeables, which is quick. You get 5 rechargeables and charge it.
How do I film on this then?
See, that's another thing how you can take your ghosts on, you know. When I show you, it's all I have to do is like take Lindsay and John's sound out and then put another sign out on this video and make you think that they're not there. And then the lights that you see, what I think was a spirit just at a change. It's John and Lindsay with the lights. I can play it off as a spirit.
When Lindsay walked through that door, I caught something on the camera.
But you see some light in a minute on the floor there. Do you see it?
Well, there is dust because you see dust flying.
And then that's Lindsay and John moving around.
But you'll tell the difference.
You see it?
Because I just think you'll catch all sorts.
Look, now I could blank that sign out and make you believe that's the spirit.
You know, if that's a full spectrum, do we have to have that torch on it?
Yeah, not on it, but yeah, you could leave it like that.
That needs it on top.
Put that light, then
Ooh. Well, that's a bit sus.
See, when I say that's a bit sus. That I'm a bit confused. I think, is it paranormal or is it not? So when I say it's sus.
How are you? All right.
I'll take you for a walk around in a minute if you want to show you. Hey,
You like, John?
All right, John. She's going to get this rope too. Did he get my
So it's not this one. It's not this one yet. See, it amazes me when people think I haven't worked with John Sixth Sense and I really don't know him. But actually, they don't know that I have worked with him. Me, Lindsay, and John. Yeah, it was this one, wasn't it?
I agree.
It's the same video.
Especially like when you were walking down. She says, but do you know that 30-40? It's.
I've got a link.
So I've got that many videos.
That's it, Joe. Use your laptop. You're going to film me while we
I should just put them up one day and just like.
Well, apparently,
It's a child's energy.
So the next video is now. Yeah, it's not that one. Not that one, is it? So I've got two here.
How are you?
So the what, sorry? Joe's shared yours. I've shared as well. Because you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
I can't start podcasting.
Never wonder around.
So I know I've got one video missing because I should have a number 3 because I caught something else and I did crop it. Can you hear that? Listen.
I can't be around because once I get up.
Listen to the chat. Hear that? Can you hear that? Yeah, there should be another video. It's not 4, is it? No.
Margaret Rempston.
I can't find it now. It's not 3. Because that's the fireplace. I'm missing one. It's got to be 1 or 2. I'll have to sort it out tomorrow and have a look.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm just trying to keep.
I think this is where it was, wasn't it? But I panned it on the floor, didn't I? I heard a drag then, and it was me sniffing.
Yeah, tapping already coming from over there.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look tomorrow. Something like sort of time.
300 people.
That's there, wasn't it? Here. There.
Oh, I'm alright. I think we'll have to be careful with training.
There.
Oh, I'm alright. I'm listening to tapping.
9:15. There.
Oh, I'm alright.
9:12. I'll have to write that down.
I'm listening to tapping noises.
Yeah, 9:15 it was. I'm gonna have to. We go out. I think we just got disillusioned, you know. And I have said to John and Lindsay we should do it. Because a few people have asked, like, for us to go back out. You know, they've asked me, "Are you going back out with John and Lindsay?" But like I said to John and Lindsay, is I don't want to do old buildings. You know, you can't shout people out for going into these buildings and you're doing the same. It doesn't make sense. And I don't think like some of these houses are haunted either. When Lindsay and John had the name Exploring the Afterlife, I think that, you know, you could go into them buildings because that's what you was doing. You was exploring the afterlife. You know, so you could go into a building with that kind of name. Because that's what you're saying, you're exploring it. You know, me, GS Rant, or my other channel is Ghost, isn't it? Ghost Simon. You know, Ghost Simon doesn't sound like he goes into just any old building. You know, I've got to go into a reputable building that's got history. And me personally, I don't want to know the history until I've actually gone into the building and had all my feelings and like all my senses and that, you know. But me, John and Lindsay will work out and we'll get you a good video up. And then when we do that and get a good video up, then I'll start begging for donations for the next big one, where we have to pay. You know, I think we'll do it. We'll lay out the first one, and if you enjoy it, then you can help us to pay for the second one. Even if we only get £10 in donations, £10 helps. You know, but like I say, they just cost a lot of money. See, I'd love to do a Tudor building like that, look, Tudor brick. You know, it's what I was going to do. What I drink now is what I should have done, and not. I know a few places in Derby, you can't get in them, but there's a very haunted pub in Derby. But it's on the outskirts. It dates back to can't think of the pub's name either. It's Derby. No. Darley Abbey. Well, let's start again. Darley Abbey pub, Derby. The paper mill at the Broadway. It's not that. That's it. I need to share my screen, don't I? Need to. I need to go onto here. Breakthrough over future of Long Empty Abbey pub. Look at that, eh? And that's supposed to be really quite haunted. It's one of the oldest pubs in Derby. It's just like on the outskirts of Derby in a little village. It's still in Derby itself, but it's on the outskirts. I don't know when it dates back to. So it's called the Abbey. Come on. See if I copy that. Things are just working so slow at the moment with my computer, but I go onto that. And then you chuck a ghost in it and then see what it comes up with. Because Richard Felix does on Darley Abbey, look, charity ghost work, walk. It's just getting on like ghost walks, isn't it? But it's supposed to be one of like what's this? Except, but it's a lovely old pub. Yeah, it's a lovely old pub. I can't remember that time I went out. Oh, I've been going on for an hour and a half. I normally try to keep it to an hour now. But like I say, go out. Me and Lindsay and John will get together and we'll sort of place that. And it's not just me, Lindsay and John. There's a girl called Claire that likes to come out with us. And she normally brings a friend. There's a couple of others that we could probably bring. But I'm going to leave it here because like, I don't really like to go on no more. I like to drink in peace. I don't like getting drunk anymore in here. You know, because I don't like these fascist bastards calling me. You know, I can't have proven demons keep calling me, can I? But at least I showed you a real ghost, not like him. Hey, at least you've seen a real ghost tonight on one of my videos. Or was it a ghost? We don't know, do we? We don't know what it was. It was something. But it was paranormal, because that's what it says. Paranormal. We don't know what it was. Could have been anything. It could have been a dog, a cat, a bird, a mouse. You don't know. You know, but we do know it was paranormal. So on that, I'm going to get going. And I'll arrange it with Lindsay and John, because I do want to get back out ghost hunting. I do absolutely miss it. And, well, I didn't tell Lindsay this when I phoned her up tonight. I have said to Clive that I'm going out every Saturday now. I'm knocking out, going in the pub. I've told Clive, I've said, I'm not going to the pub so often. I'll probably go once a month for something, but I'm not going again. I'm going to knock it on the head because, like I said, I do want to go out ghost hunting. And I've not seen John and Lindsay I've not phoned them up for a couple of weeks. I've phoned them up for the first time in 2 weeks. You know, because life is, well, it's complicated for me at the moment with all my aches and pains. You know, getting out this chair really hurts me. Walking, I'm not very good at walk. I can walk. But like, with me breathing and that, I can't. I have to keep stopping them. Lindsay will tell you I had to nick her mobility scooter once to go to the pub where she lived, you know, because I'm out of breath. I had to kick poor Lindsay out of her mobility scooter. You know, she had to walk with a stick. And I nicked her mobility. I'm awful, aren't I? Hey? You can't say I don't take the piss out of mobility people. You know, I nick the scooters and make them walk with a stick. And I think that we could do that. The bridge that's supposed to be haunted. What was that bridge we did? Me, John, Six Sense, and John. Can't remember if you came with us, Lindsay. Memory's bad. where it Stockbridge bypassed. We did that, didn't we? And we think we caught. You have, Lindsay, but can you get it in the car? Can you get two of them in the car? Eh? Poor John, even John's like me. I know he can walk, you know, but he's nearly knackered as well with his legs and that. You know, I'll walk it. But we'll have to arrange it. And I have told Clive that I am knocking, going to the pub every weekend on the head. Because I do really want to get back into this like ghost hunting. And like when I've spoken to John, he wants to get back into it as well. You know. Yes, they will both fit in the car. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you all. I'm going to thank you all for watching, even the people that's clicked off. And I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it will be a ghosty one. I can do it. You know, I can get up the hills, but it just takes me time. I just have to keep stopping and get my breath. I fight it. I don't let it beat me. You know, I just don't let things beat me. It's like I walk into town. You know, a normal person, it takes 10 minutes. It takes me half an hour. You know, but I'm walking into that town, even though I have to stop and I have to like catch my breath back. And I'll do it. I catch a taxi back though. I don't walk back. And the best bit is I've got a bus stop straight over the road. You know, the bus stop straight over the road. But I'll be good paying £2 for a 3-minute ride into the town centre. Well, 5 minutes because of the traffic lights. But £2 for 5 minutes on the bus. And then I pay a taxi back, which costs me a £5. There's something wrong with my head, isn't it? There's definitely something wrong with my head. Anyway, love you all. See you in my next video. And I hope you really do catch us soon on a ghost hunt. I don't know if we'll do it live or whatever, but like, because I did that, that's it. I haven't got the live videos of that mansion. I'm going to have to see in my file to see if I've got the live videos, because that video I showed you was from a static one, and I haven't seen the live one. So I'll have a look in my files. Right, I'm going now. Love you loads, and I'll see you in the next video.